Hey everyone, Mark here. I am at Lake Mead National Recreation Area, something along those lines. I don't know. This is day 4 hiking. I had all but decided not to go hiking today. It was raining this morning, and then the sun came out, and I was like, oh, I'm going hiking. Screw it. I'm just heading out. So that's what I'm doing. That's why I'm here. I'm already just blazing out. I got some jacket and shirt with the loopy. Yeah, I'm already like loopy thinking, but it's day 4 of hiking. I've been out in the sun a lot, but pushing on, man. Maybe I can hike all 7 days. I don't know. I might have to take a rest day. But I've decided it's not going to be today. So I'm here. I'm going to go hike the historic old railroad trail. Now, this is something that normally people do on a bike. Of course, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go hike it, go see some caves, some stuff going through rocks and that. So yeah, should be pretty fun. Nice and flat. That'll help my bones a little bit. And also because of the rain. I mean, you don't want to be slipping, sliding in the mud. So, all right. I'm off to a late start, but apparently one of the tunnels is closed, so okay. Maybe I can talk a bit. The wind has died down a little bit in here. I'm off to a late start, but there is a tunnel closed, so that might cut my hike a little short. Maybe I can find my way around it. There's that 31-mile loop. That seems a little much even for, I mean, that's like 50 kilometers. So, yeah. Oh, and there's the wind again. All right, we'll see how far we can get. It's a nice change up, Lake Mead, because I've been hiking in the Red Rock conservation area for 3 days. So, it's nice to have a big old lake. You know what? I love this. I love history and nature in one. And that's what old railway tracks are sometimes, you know. They're great for that sort of thing. And there's a bunch of railway tunnels. And, you know, you're out in nature, but you're seeing some human history too. Oh, that wind is just gonna make it so hard to talk on this thing. It keeps coming. But yeah, I'm loving this already. It's so cool. Oh, tires down there. Nice. Haven't even got to a tunnel yet, but frankly, I don't know what to do with my jacket. When this wind is down, I'm cold. I'm hot, too hot. When it comes up, I'm cold. So, who the hell knows? Okay, so these were removed. No, where are they dumped down here? Well, if I'm not going to rest today, got a few tunnels up here, and I should take advantage of these benches. Oh, they're wet. Oh, it rained. Oh well, I think I'll just make my butt wet, no big deal. Or use my shirt to wipe it up. Oh, these tunnels are awesome. Cool. Well, if Tunnel 3 has construction like those two, I might be able to find my way around. Really depends. Again, it would be a pain in the ass to get around this guy if that tunnel was closed, but it's doable. I guess down there is where the temporary town of Boulder was when they were building the dam. I wonder how much of it is left standing underwater, if any of it. Okay, there's tunnel 2. Here's tunnel 3. I'm not so sure about this. This could be pretty hard to deal with. It's not, get a little closer here, it's not a horrible looking thing, but of course I don't know what's on the other side. Closed on November 1st, 2018, so only missed this by like 4 months. Visible damage or deterioration. Oh, well, the whole liability thing has really damaged hiking. I mean, can't you just put up a sign that says enter at your own risk and be done with it? I mean, okay, so, and then you can't sue or any such thing. All right, well, let's see if I can climb around this thing. That's the real question, isn't it? Okay, one down. There is a path that comes up here, but I think that's just to the power lines. And it's much taller on that side. So, now there's, I gotta make my way across to that saddle and then I'll see what greets me on the other side. That's the real question here. Okay, it's been a little tricky coming across here so far. Not bad, but it looks like now it's fine up to that saddle. Huge random old pipe. Railroads are notorious for this sort of thing. You just have random garbage kind of tossed over. Some interesting little caves that I would not want to venture too close to the entrance to, because then I might trap something in there. And a trapped animal is always dangerous. All right, almost done this. Okay, this is obviously the rest of the trail. When I came up off that saddle, look down here and it's like, shit. I'm so boned. But then I came walking over here to kind of this overlook, and you know, I'll be able to get down here. What is that thing? A water bottle over there? Come on. All right, so that's what I'm gonna do. There's a parking lot over there. That's not the end of this trail. No way. One thing you got to keep in mind here is, unless I'm willing to go all the way down there and then call a cab and bring it back, I'm stuck doing this again. So all the way down there, I got to climb up and back and all that fun stuff. So yeah, and there is the option, right? I could just go down to the end, pull out the old wallet and solve the problem, get me back to my car. But yeah, right now the plan is still, well, we'll see how this descent goes, but the plan is still to come back and climb over all this again. More random pipes on the side, and here we got something I got zero respect for. There's actually two of them. I'm gonna hike both of these out of here. They weigh nothing. There's a little something left in it. Well, I'm gonna dump it out and it weighs nothing. And I mean, because it weighs nothing, why can't you just take your damn garbage out of here? Anyway, I'm going to. No one needs to see that crap up here. It's really too bad that this wasn't the tunnel that's closed. I mean, look at that path right around it. Oh well. Okay, I have climbed around tunnel 3. There's actually kind of a wash going down there, but I don't know. Don't know. Like, I'm considered actually going down the wash on the way back, but okay. So what's this visible deterioration, huh? You can see it a little bit. Maybe they'll come spend a little muchacho on this and bring it back. Looks like some rocks smoked into the top of that thing. Right. Hopefully they don't just leave it to die. Would be a shame. It's a cool little trail. All right. I've left all the tourists behind now. None of them climbed over, and it looks like there's not many that come from the other directions, so. Tunnel 4 now. This one's pretty short, and it looks like there's actually a nice path around it. They're all starting to sort of look the same now. Tunnel 4 does have like this perfect little trail all right around it. And there's Tunnel 5, and there's a bunch of tourists standing up top. So that must be a pullout for Lake Mead up there. There's the wall that holds up the cars and everything. You can see all the way down here, there's those little spikes that help hold the rock in. And you know what? I can't even see the end of this thing yet. Where's the light? This is a long one. Boy, as soon as you get out of the tunnel, the wind dies right off. That was the longest one. Okay, so we got a little rest area and such. Sort of the halfway point of this trail. All right, let's carry on. I'm looking at options about how to get around Tunnel 3 without doing the knee bashing up and down. But I mean, I'm trying to rest today. It's just not working out very well yet. Okay, so now that I'm past that part, a lot of junk out here, but you know, you've lost the historic aspect because now it's just a twisty, windy road. Here, I'll show you. Yeah, wherever the train tracks went now, it's been completely obliterated. I mean, there's no, I can't even tell. Can't tell me the train was twisting and winding all this much. That's not how trains work. Oh yeah, starting to see signs of Hoover Dam now. Hoover Dam's cool, but I have been to see it like 2-3 times now, so. Okay, so now they're claiming that this is the original. So this part here, yeah, I get that. All that twisty, windy stuff back there, that wasn't railroading. This part here and that part blasted through the rocks. Okay, yeah, I get that. Not bad. I've only seen a grand total of 1 tourist since I climbed over Tunnel 3. I think blocking off Tunnel 3 really wiped out the cyclists off this, so. And other people just aren't coming down here. I love it. Boneyard. This is really cool. Look at the tracks on that thing. Old stuff from the Hoover Dam that they try and recycle, and you know, pieces and such, right? Cool. I like it. There's this cement pad over here. I'm gonna go check that out. I'm not sure what that is, but yeah, there's a place to sit, so why not take advantage? Not sure why the cement pad is there. Actually still looks in pretty decent shape. Or why there are benches there, but you know, I'll leave that to philosophers. Interesting construction going on here. And then there used to be something there. I want to know what used to go through here. Train came down there and apparently did a dramatic 180. Whatever. I mean, what are you gonna do, right? You follow the train sometimes, but must have been some kind of switching yard down here or whatever. Oh well. Follow the official trail. More boneyardy stuff. While I'm here, I might as well go and check out a few things. Well, this is quite the little walkway. What was all this blasted out for? So there was a cantilever system that brought materials down from the switch yard down here and onto a huge plant that stood here, which then ran for a few years, generating all the cement needed for Hoover Dam. Cool. Man, look at all there's so many pegs in the walls, holding all the rock together. It's nuts. Awesome. Historic cement. Yeah. That parade is almost as impressive as the dam, frankly. Change down there. Okay, it's time to start heading back. I don't mind putting up a couple of minutes of Hoover Dam, but you know, I make YouTubes for hiking. I'm sure you can find 1,000 Hoover Dam YouTube videos. So one thing I did notice is that I came downhill a lot, so up we go. Maybe a lot of up. Well, based on what I've learned now from looking at these signs and stuff, the train would actually push cars right down here onto a trestle, and then they would dump right into the plant, which was right there. There's a picture of it down there, so pretty cool. Pretty interesting setup. That's why they blasted through the rocks. So the train actually came here. This actually is where some tracks were. Okay, so I'm gonna walk and talk a little. I don't often do this. You know, one thing I talked about earlier, I wanted to get a shot down there of the memorial to the workers that died. Now, I bash on liability sometimes and what it has done to hiking, how they won't build bridges anymore because then they're liable, and how they're starting to shut things down because people decide to try and sue when they get hurt, and usually they just get hurt because they don't know what they're doing or whatever. 135 people died building Hoover Dam. This is before the days of liability. Totally preventable deaths. They died of dehydration and stuff. It was stupid. And the whole reason they died is so that the guy running the whole thing could finish Hoover Dam 18 months early and get a fat, literally bloody bonus paycheck and just walk away scot-free. He didn't do anything wrong as far as the law is concerned. The workers needed the work. It was the Great Depression. They took what they could get. They had to feed their families, and a lot of them just died. So, I mean, I've worked on huge plants in northern Alberta, and they trip over themselves trying to be safe. That's what liability has done. So I do bash on it sometimes, but there are definitely positives to it. It's too bad that it hurts hiking sometimes, but yeah, a lot of lives were saved, that's for sure. So this time I actually took the shortcut back up. I always try to switch it up on the way back if I can. Back and forth can be a little boring. When I get to that midpoint again, I might try and head up to the highway, and in fact, I'm almost sure I will, to try and skip around climbing over Tunnel 3 again. And there's a trail that re-intercepts with the railroad trail, so I'm gonna try and work that out. not real sure what to do here. I could take a trail up and head up on top of that to start with. Looks like there's kind of a trail going up that way, but is that going to be more work than just simply going down and climbing over Tunnel 3 again? I just don't know. That's all I want to do, right? Get around Tunnel 3. Huh. Oh, hell with it. If I end up doing more work, I end up doing more work. It's more fun this way. Walk down from the overlook a little bit, and I know that there's kind of a trail going up these power lines, but I don't really know what that's going to come to. Power lines, sometimes they have access roads and stuff, but you just don't know. Power lines don't care about going over rivers or going over marshy areas or going over rocks. They don't give two shits. So yeah, if I go up this way, I'm taking a chance. Right? A couple of cool caves. So far it's working out. I haven't quite got up here yet. That will give me a lot of new information. There's the road. So much for my easy day of hiking. This was a bad idea. Even if I managed to cross all this, all I've done is gotten myself up to the top of Tunnel 4. Shit. Crap. On the other hand, I get an extra super special view of Lake Mead. Woo! Better than those guys. Nobody wants to just backtrack, right? Okay, I got my back to the wind. I hope this works, but funny things you find when you bushwhack. Nailed in. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one's broken, and there's the nail. What the hell was this? Well, here, I'll turn back into the wind, and I'll show you, at least for all this work, that I got a pretty cool, like Grand Canyon-like view of these rocks. Oh, look over there. Still a few issues to be dealt with before I get down to that road. Well, I made my way out of that scrape. That was a gamble that did not pay off, to say the least. This little gully here is kind of neat. Some kids have decided to make it a drinking spot. All right, I'm walking along the road now. Nice, safe options. No more adventure for today. Well, I'm a shameless moron. So I've been hiking along the road for a while, and I come across this, going back up into the mountains. I just can't help myself. Sometimes I'm a total adventure junkie. All right, let's go see where this goes. All right, we have some nice red rocks. I climbed up from the road. What am I climbing into? Bottom line is that I'm still hiking along the roads. I'm just found a higher route. Maybe this was the road once. Don't know. Okay, I'm about to have a moment here, so. And I'm kind of wondering what this is in the bush. Just looks like a piece of plastic. Oh, that's tinfoil. Huh. Like a freaking TV dinner. This cabling is usually off of like beside railroad tracks and stuff. Okay. All right. Still don't see where the road goes, except for around this corner. Okay, looks like it's starting to head back down. All right then. Well, this old road, it could go down there and lead off. I could get back to that little highway, and then I have to go farther down. Or I could see what happens in here. Of course, you know what I'm gonna do. Okay, so I finally decided not to be numbskull. I showed you what was up there, what the view was like. The wind is howling, so I couldn't talk, of course. But it would have been very tricky to get down to the trail from there. So I came back, backtracked. Now I'm coming down my road. It comes down to the road down here. There's a gate over there, just like the gate that I walked through. So I'm pretty sure that was a road. Back before they blasted through the rocks over there, that was the road. Only imagine. Anyway, it's time to be, I know I've said that before, but it's time to be safe. Get on the road, walk over to the legitimate trail that heads over to the historic railroad, and finish this baby off. I think I'm gonna get to this, when I get to this Hoover Dam lodge, I'll be able to get back onto some kind of trail. Make my way back over to the railroad trail, so that's a relief. Yeah, of course, just throw some frickin' crock pots alongside the, they're the weirdest things along the highway. Taking your time setting it down, aren't you? There you go. Couple little bounces, but got her done. Okay. Not the most clear trail ever, but it's a trail. Okay, this is an old trail, like it's not cared for anymore. Looks like it was given some love once, but now it's, yeah. I can almost see my parking lot from here, so it's, yeah. Look at that, there was something, I have no idea what this one is. Been following this guy There's the parking lot with my car in it. Yeah. Leave it to me to make a simple back and forth. You know, I'm realizing this about myself. Back and forths are the most dangerous because on the way back, I try so hard to make things interesting, and then, you know, I get myself in all kinds of trouble. Thank God. You talk about complicating the living crap out of stuff in the name of adventure. Oh, well, I feel kind of whipped now. This was supposed to be kind of an easy day of hiking, about, I think it was 7.5 miles total, back and forth, but all flat on a former railroad. Leave it to me to make it a real day of hiking, which I certainly did. I would certainly recommend, which it did occur to me to do this, but no, I didn't. If you really want to walk this whole trail, you know, hike up to Tunnel 3, you know, hike back, and then drive all the way around to Boulder to, you know, Hoover Dam, and then hike back up to, you know, Tunnel 3 again and go back. I mean, that's right. I mean, you'll get the same amount of distance, 7.5 miles, but yeah, you won't have that climb or any of the other junk that I did today to deal with, so. Oh boy, hope my nose didn't get any more sunburned. Anyway, I enjoyed it. I'm a little upset because I have 7 days and I only have so much leg power and I spent more of it than I wanted. And I may end up having to take a day of rest. Oh well. Get out there and hike. See you on the next one.